A team returning home, looking to switch things up. The Steamers turning in to the Chowan County Cantaloupes tonight, taking on the Norfolk Redbirds at historic Hicks Field. The Cantaloupes making their 2023 season debut tonight. Hello everyone, I'm Jacob Smedley here with you at historic Hicks Field for another presentation of Cantaloupes baseball here on the Edenton Steamers YouTube page. The Chowan County Cantaloupes coming off of a 3-0 victory over the Outer Banks Scallywags to snap their 2-game losing streak. That started last Thursday, against the Greenbrier Knights. Continued on Sunday with the 23-14 loss against the Tarboro Riverbend. Still, new fans or those unaware with the Steamers and the Cantaloupes, the Chowan County Cantaloupes, the Steamers' alter ego in partnership with the Albemarle Area United Way and Boys and Girls Club. Last season, the debut of the Chowan County Cantaloupes, showcasing the rich agricultural history right here in Chowan County. And the Cantaloupes, in partnership with the Boys and Girls Club, 4 times throughout the season, the Steamers will wear the jerseys, and the jerseys will be auctioned off, and all of the proceeds will go towards the Boys and Girls Club at the end of the season. Just a few minutes away from first pitch, let's turn it over to PA announcer Tommy for the national anthem.
The singing of our national anthem tonight being performed by Tammy Down.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Great job as always, Tammy.
Cantaloupes, Redbirds, coming up after this. The Edenton Steamers and the Edenton Aces are excited to join forces as the Edenton Baseball Club. The Edenton Baseball Club's mission is to raise money to benefit historic Hicks Field and contribute to the longevity of our beautiful facility. On Saturday, June 17th, the Steamers will be wearing special themed jerseys that bear the logo of the Steamers and the Aces. The jerseys will be auctioned off during the game, and the proceeds from this jersey auction will directly benefit projects going on inside historic Hicks Field. We appreciate your support of our historic homestead. Welcome back to historic Hicks Field. Cantaloupes and Redbirds set to get underway. Let's hear the visitors line up. The Norfolk Redbirds with a record of 0-1-1. With a tie to the Outer Banks Scallywags and a loss to the Tri-City Chili Peppers. Leading off, the shortstop number 6, Kevin Cole. Batting second, the second baseman number 2, Aiden Cunningham. Batting third, the third baseman, number 12, Cole Gifford. Batting fourth, the extra hitter, number 24, Xavier Martin. Batting fifth, the center fielder, number 5, Joshua Markle. Batting sixth, the designated hitter, number 1, Sean Cherry. Batting seventh, the first baseman, number 22, Jackson Powell. Batting eighth, number 8, the catcher, Tyler Howlett. Batting ninth, the left fielder, number 31, Sean Bell. And batting 10th, the center fielder, number 18, Ty James. And on the mound is number 16, Childers Win. And they'll face number 1, Ben Bausis, in his 4th game of the season for the Cantaloupes. 2.70 ERA and 3.1 innings pitched, 1 earned run allowed, 4 strikeouts, and a 1.80 whip. Features a fastball, slider, and a changeup. And leading off for the Redbirds, number 6, Kevin Cole, the shortstop. And the first pitch from Bausis is low, ball 1, and we're underway here in the first game of the season for the Chowan County Cantaloupes. And the 1-0 is in there for a strike. It's 1-1 to Cole. And Steamers fans, the Chowan County Cantaloupes debut this season as the 1-1 fouled off. As mentioned in the open, the Steamers' alter ego every Wednesday home game. The Cantaloupes take over. For those new, the Cantaloupes jerseys auctioned off and the final Wednesday of the season. All of the proceeds going back to the Albemarle Area Boys and Girls Club. Great connection formed last season. And the 2-2 high and inside, and the count goes full to Kevin Cole, the shortstop for Norfolk, and the 3-2 is high, ball 4. And not the greatest start for Steamers pitching, where walks have been a struggle to this point this season. So far, 50 walks between the Steamers' 11 pitchers to throw so far. Ben Bausis on the mound. His first start. He's the 7th Steamers pitcher to start a game this season. One of 6 to be starting their first game. And the first pitch from Bausis to Aiden Cunningham is high, ball 1. Last night, another dominant performance on the mound for the Cantaloupes by number 11, Chandler Padgett. Now 3-0, dropped his ERA down to 4.474. Now has 24 strikeouts, and the 1-0 is high. For Steamers and Cantaloupes fans alike, the walks have been a problem. Have at least 6 guys, at least 6 walks so far this season. And the 2-0 from Bausis is in there for a strike. It's 2-1. Cantaloupes last season went 2-2 in the 4 games. Last season, Tuesdays were the Cantaloupes days here at historic Hicks Field. And the first one against these Redbirds on June 14th to the day. As the 2-1 drifts high and inside to Cunningham, and the count goes to 3-1. Redbirds took down the Cantaloupes 4-0. Hopefully, hoping for a different result tonight for Chowan County. And the 3-1, Cole goes and stops, and the ball is pitched high and inside, and back-to-back walks to start the game for Bausis. And a scene that has been all too familiar, especially the last home game against Tarboro. 2 runners on, no balls in play on back-to-back walks, and now Colin Gifford, the third baseman from Virginia Wesleyan University, steps in. Bausis set, checks the runners, and he delivers, and the first pitch is high to Gifford. 18 walks as Overitis is going to head out to the mound. Walks against Tarboro. 23 runs allowed. It was the first time the Cantaloupes have allowed, 20 runs have been scored in a game since 2021, when the Steamers took down the Fuquay-Varina Twins 20-3. Umpires for tonight's game: behind the plate is Gavin West. Over at first base is Garrett Byram. And over at third base is Otis Moore. Bowser set and delivers the 1-0, and a big cut and a miss by Gifford. It's 1-1. Went with the fastball there. Bausis, each appearance so far has been out of relief. Throws a fastball, a breaking ball, and a change. The only run given up on the road in the 4-1 victory against Tarboro when he came in the 8th inning of that ball game. The 1-1 is fouled off, and it's 1-2. Bausis, his first start on the mound since February 6th of 2022 in his first season with Chowan. His first actually pitching appearance for the Hawks. He went 5 innings against Kutztown. Was handed the loss, but only allowed 1 earned run. The 1-2 pitch. Curveball high inside, and it hits Gifford. And almost a copy and paste of how innings went on Sunday night. 3 runners on, 2 walks, and a hit batter. And now the extra hitter, Xavier Martin, standing in as the Redbirds are threatening the Cantaloupes here in the first. Breaking ball did not break at all and hits Gifford in the top of the helmet. Bases loaded, no one outs. And Norfolk looking for damage in the first. And the first pitch fouled off by Martin. Xavier Martin, WVU Tech catcher, freshman from Yorktown, Virginia. 30 games played in the spring, 10 starts, a .213 average. And the 0-1 swung on, fouled off, and Bausis is ahead in the count 0-2. Steamers still looking for that second starter in the rotation that, as mentioned, 7 starters. Chandler Padgett has started 3 games so far. And the 0-2, low and inside. Padgett's the only Steamer starter to go more than 5 innings, or at least 5 innings. He's done that 3 times now. There's a huge reason why the Steamers are Cantaloupes 3-0 outside of historic Hicks Field. And the 1-2 pitch swung on, lined into right field, a base hit. Coming in to score is Cole. Stopping at third is Cunningham, and an RBI base hit for Xavier Martin, and the Redbirds strike first and reload the bases. The first hit of the inning and the first run puts the Redbirds on top of the Cantaloupes here in the first. Lead-off walks continuing to hurt Steamers pitching. And now Joshua Markley, the center fielder, will step in. And the first pitch, low, ball 1, it's 1-0. Redbirds 0-1-1 so far, coming off of a 12-0 loss against the Tri-City Chili Peppers. And that one grounded off of Martin. Otis Moore stopping play here. It went off of Martin. Going to be out number 1. A run. All runners stop. Runners will retreat. And a huge out on a line out by Martin. By Markley, in fact, who lines it off of Martin over at first base. Martin called out, and now 1 out with the bases loaded. And that'll bring up Sean Cherry, the designated hitter. Cherry from Emory and Henry College, the sophomore outfielder from Chesapeake, Virginia. And the first pitch to him swung on, popped up, first base side. Kirk giving it a look. Santana coming over. Santana makes the catch. Santana's throw home over Ritus. And he is out at the plate. A huge double play to end the top of the first. And after a line out on the bases, Santana with the strike to home, and the Cantaloupes avoid any further damage. We go to the bottom of the first. The Redbirds 1 and the Cantaloupes 0. The Edenton Steamers are the greatest show in town. How can we make that any better? Throw in some fireworks. We have 3 remaining fireworks shows scheduled for this summer. You can catch these shows on Saturday, June 24th, Saturday, July 2nd, and Saturday, July 29th. Mark your calendars today, and we will see you at the ballpark. The Albemarle Area United Way is a nonprofit organization that improves residents' lives in 9 counties throughout northeastern North Carolina. This year, the Steamers have partnered up with the United Way and are looking forward to helping raise money for their services. On Sunday, July 2nd, the Steamers will be wearing special-themed patriotic jerseys for their game. The jerseys will be auctioned off during the game, and all the proceeds will go back to the Albemarle Area United Way. If you would like to have this one-of-a-kind jersey, be sure to be here that night and support a good cause. A huge thank you to H2OBX Water Park for making this night possible for the Albemarle Area United Way. The Edenton Steamers are excited to announce that they will be hosting one more baseball camp this summer. The next camp date is going to be July 19th through the 21st. Young ball players ages 5 to 13 are welcome. The cost is $100 to register. Your kid will receive first-class instruction from some of the best college baseball players around. Visit EdentonSteamers.com to register today. Bottom half of the first inning. Let's see who's wearing the orange and green tonight for the Chowan County Cantaloupes. Leading off at second base, number 3, Luke Myers. Batting second, the center fielder, number 16, Drifton Paget. Batting third, the designated hitter, number 24, Macon Winslow. Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 29, Gabe Kirk. Batting fifth, the catcher, number 9, Tyler Overitis. Batting sixth, the extra hitter, number 21, Chris Morris. Batting seventh, the third baseman, number 13, Alden Cottle. Batting eighth, the left fielder, number 10, Nate Paulson. And batting ninth, the shortstop, number 7, Ty Garza. And batting 10th, number 5, the right fielder, Giomar Santana. And the Cantaloupes will face the right-hander, attending Shawnee University of the South, Childers Wynn. Norfolk, Virginia native. And his first pitch to Myers is in there for a called strike. High school stats at Norfolk High School: 10 appearances, 3.5 ERA, 10 innings pitched, 8 hits, 7 runs, 5 of them earned, and the 0-1 pitch is inside to Luke Myers. The Cantaloupes' new leadoff hitter. Of course, the news to Ryan Goff. The 1-1 line to short and right at Cole, and there's one away. Myers hitting it on the screws. As mentioned, Myers in there for Ryan Goff. Hit in the hand in the first inning against Tarboro. After further x-rays and testing, it was revealed a broken hand. Goff is out, away from the team. Hopefully he can return late in July for this Cantaloupes ball club. Goff, 381 average. Still tied for the team lead, tied with the man at the plate, Drifton Paget. And the 1-0 is outside, ball 1. Paget, once again, Road Warriors, him and his brother Chandler, for the second straight road game. Drifton with a pair of hits as he swings through the 2-0 pitch. And his brother Chandler dominating on the mound. Talking to both of them post-game. Drifton talking about the struggles, the 2-game struggles, and just said it plain out. The team came ready to play last night. Count is 2-1 after some confusion as the center fielder from NC Wesleyan University stepping in. And the 2-1 pitch. That one lined up the middle of base hits. Past Cole into center field. And Paget has a 1-out single to get the Cantaloupes going here in the first. 2-1 pitch over the plate, and Paget, who's been so good this season at working up the middle of the field, gets a runner on for Macon Winslow. Tonight, the designated hitter caught last night for the Cantaloupes against the Scallywags in the 3-0 victory. And the throwback, Paget is back. Winslow so far, 29 at-bats, 10 hits, 345 average, third best on the team, 364 OBP, and a 552 slugging. 3 doubles, tied for the team lead with Tate Abbott. And the first pitch to him popped up high in the air, and that'll get out of play. So, one of 3 Cantaloupes with a home run. He has 1 home run, 5 RBIs. The man on deck, Gabe Kirk, has 2. The man at first base, Drifton Paget with 1. And throw over, and Paget is back. Winslow set to attend Duke University in the fall. The walk-up song for the first pitch. North Carolina fight song. Joking around, maybe he was going to catch it. Paget goes off of the glove of the catcher Harlett, and Paget will be in there sliding. Drifting Paget, beautiful jump. Even if Harlett caught it, might not have had a chance to get the Cantaloupe center fielder. The Lopes stealing 4 bags last night in the Outer Banks, and all by their 7 to 10 hitters as Harlett goes out talking with Wynn. 4 stolen bases, 3 runs, and really taking advantage of the Scallywags' mistakes. Some wild pitches in there, an infield single. Few runs scored on an error, and only 1 was needed as Paget went 7 as mentioned, and then John Horton coming in to close the door. 1 on, 1 out, 1-1 count to Winslow here in the bottom of the first of a 1-0 Redbirds lead. And the 1-2 pitch from Wynn, low. Harlett keeps it in front. It's 2-1. 2-1 the count to Macon Winslow. Had 3 hits last Thursday in the win and the loss against Greenbrier. He takes the 2-1 on the outside half for a strike. I missed some time at the end of the month. Closing in a week till the MLB draft combine. And the 2-2 pitch to Winslow. Low and in, and the count runs full. It's 3-2. A few sharp line drives last night. Couldn't get it to fall. Three balls, 2 strikes. 1 out. Paget at second. He singled. And the 3-2. Winslow lines it to right field, and it's foul. Just foul over the head of the first baseman, Powell. Foul by what looked to be just a few feet. And the count goes back to 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Winslow grounds it to third, foul. And we'll do it all again. The man they call Mac, Macon Winslow. Three balls, 2 strikes. Favorite athlete, Kobe Bryant. coming up in the clutch. A big clutch situation early. 3-2. Winslow skies it. Center field coming in is Markley, and he'll come in and make the catch. Paget will tag. Head for third. The throw. And Paget is in there underneath the tag. Gutsy move by the center fielder. Paget going from second to third on the throw from his counterpart, Markley, out there in center field. And just underneath the tag of Gifford at third base. And now Gabe Kirk will step in, and another mound visit. And no limit to mound visits here in the PCL, TSL. Catcher Howlett has been out there a few times now. Gabe Kirk, Cantaloupes leader in RBIs with 12. Looking to drive another one in here, and the first pitch is on the outside corner for a strike. It's 0-1. Steamers hitter of the week to start the year. At a .316 average. He had a home run, 5 RBIs, up to 12 home runs, 12. He fouls the 0-1 off. 0-2 now. Kirk over at first base tonight. Tate Abbott getting the night off. Kirk's been designated hitter, extra hitter for most of the year. Only one other start. Tate Abbott, the night off tonight. And the 0-2 is high and inside. It's now 1-2. Little chin music there to Kirk on the 0-2. 1 balls and 2 strikes from Wynn. And the pitch outside. Wynn in his first appearance of the season with the Redbirds. In their 3rd game so far. And the 2-2 pitch to Kirk. Swung on, fly ball to center. Markley drifting back, waving everyone off. He's back at the warning track, and he makes the catch. And this Cantaloupe strand Paget over at third base. We go to the top of the second. The Redbirds lead the Cantaloupes 1-0. Is your kid a fan of the Clam? Why not sign them up for the Steamers Kids Club, presented by Weatherly Insurance? Membership is free for all kids ages 12 and under. They receive 4 free tickets, a club t-shirt, a discount to baseball camp, an invitation to an exclusive meet and greet event with the players, and much more. You can visit EdentonSteamers.com and download a registration form today. Every year, the Steamers are proud to have the opportunity to raise money for the Jim Catfish Hunter ALS Foundation. On Saturday, July 15th, the Steamers will wear special themed jerseys that will be auctioned off during the game. Proceeds will go towards the fight to strike out ALS. Catfish Hunter is an MLB Hall of Fame pitcher that lived just a short distance from historic Hicks Field and was even a host family for the Steamers organization in its inaugural year. Unfortunately, he lost his battle with ALS over 20 years ago. The Steamers will continue to carry on his legacy and do their part to strike out ALS. We thank you for your support of this great cause.
Hi, my name is Ben Balsis, and you're watching Edenton Steamers Baseball on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel.
Thanks, Ben. In fact, you're watching Chowan County Cantaloupes Baseball here on the Edenton Steamers YouTube page. One of 5 nights Chowan County Cantaloupes, and in partnership with the Albemarle Area Boys and Girls Club. Every Wednesday home game, the Steamers will don the Cantaloupes orange and green, and Bausis' first pitch lined into right field, a base hit by the first baseman Jackson Powell, and for the second straight inning, the Redbirds have a base runner. Started last season, the Cantaloupes. Final Wednesday of the season. Jerseys will be auctioned off, and all of the proceeds of the silent auction will go to the Boys and Girls Club. First pitch single by Powell, and the next pitch grounded into right field, a base hit. Powell around second, he's heading to third, and back-to-back base hits as Howlett knocks one into left. To right field, excuse me. 2 pitches, 2 hits, and now Sean Bell will come to the plate, the left fielder. And once again, 2 runners on for the Redbirds, and Bausis in trouble. Sean Bell, a freshman at Norfolk State University, teammates with John Horton. Did not play, though, in the spring. And the first pitch from Bausis grounded to Cottle. Cottle's coming home, and he's dead to rights at the plates. Alden Cottle heads up. Baseball throws home, and a huge out, number 1, gunning Powell out at the plates. In his 3rd game back on the diamond, Alden Cottle with a heads-up play over at third. And now runners at first and second and 1 out. For the number 10 batter, the right fielder Ty James. 3 pitches, 3 results in the field, and the first pitch to James is low. The first ball taken by a Redbird here in the second inning. James, another recent graduate of high school. He'll be attending Virginia Wesleyan University in the fall, and he swings and pops one high in the air on the first base side. Myers is underneath of it, and he makes the catch. And after 2 straight singles to start the inning, the Lopes 2 straight outs on the heads-up play by Cottle in the pop-up. And now the shortstop, Kevin Cole, will step in. Walked in the first, came around to score the Redbirds' first run. Their now 4th run of the season after scoring 3 in the tie against the Scallywags. As the first pitch to Cole on the inside corner for a strike. Did not score all in the 12-0 defeat to Tri-City on Friday night. Bausis looking to get out of trouble here in the second. Checks the runner at second, and he delivers. Swung on, fouled off. Ahead in the count, 0-2. Bausis, as mentioned in the first time starting this season. I'm looking to have different results than others, not named Chandler Padgett, and Bausis steps off. For the game, Bausis greeting a lot of his former high school teammates. 9 players on this Norfolk team from Virginia Beach, along with the Cantaloupes starter Bausis. And the 0-2 bounced in the dirt, and that hits Cole. And home plate umpire Gavin West awarding Cole first base. And now for the 2nd consecutive inning, the bases are loaded for Cunningham. Something that cannot happen for Chowan on county there. 0-2 count. The 3rd one now, where the Redbirds have reached. 2nd one without a hit. And the first pitch to Cunningham is a fastball in there for a strike. Bausis, one of only 3 Steamers pitchers not to allow a walk coming into this game. And the 0-1 is outside. It's 1-1. We haven't seen that breaking ball since the first. It's been mostly fastball and changeup. And the 1-1 to Cunningham. In there, and it's 1-2. And back-to-back batters now with 2 strikes. 0-2 pitch. He hit Cole. Cole's over at first. Bell at second. Howlett at third. And the 1-2 pitch. Swung on, grounded to first. Kirk with a sliding grab. Tosses it to Bausis, who's at the bag. And Bausis, tightrope, walking it here in the second, gets out of it, no runs allowed. We go to the bottom half of the second. The Redbirds lead the Cantaloupes 1-0. The Steamers are excited to announce a newfound partnership with the Boys and Girls Club of the Albemarle. This season will mark our first annual jersey fundraiser for the organization. To coincide with our Chowan County Cantaloupes moniker, we will be wearing special themed jerseys on all home Wednesdays at historic Hicks Field. At our final Wednesday on July 19th, we will be auctioning off the Cantaloupes jerseys. All proceeds will go towards the summer programs that benefit the kids of the Boys and Girls Club of the Albemarle. We would like to extend a huge thank you to RC Theaters Albemarle Movies 8 for their sponsorship and support of the Boys and Girls Club. Thank you for your support of this great cause. Is working with your propane provider a hassle? Then it's time to switch to Faro Gas. For easy and reliable service, Faro Gas offers quick delivery options, nationwide propane supply, online account tools, and a friendly team of professionals, all here to make your life simpler. Get started today with a price quote at ferrogas.com. That's FERRELLGAS.com.
My name is Tyler Overitis, and you're watching Edenton Steamers Baseball on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel.
Tyler Overitis still up first here in the inning for the Cantaloupes here in the bottom of the second inning, trailing the Redbirds 1-0. The next home game for the Steamers will be not tomorrow, but Friday night against the Tarboro River Bandits, when the orange and green is traded out back to the teal and black. But the Cantaloupes looking to change the fortunes here at home. 2 straight home losses last Thursday against Greenbrier and then Saturday against Tarboro. Overitis, Morris, and Cottle 5-6-7 here in the second. And the first pitch from Childers Wynn in his second inning of work is high, ball 1. Overitis left the game on Sunday after he roped a double to left center field. Came up gimpy to second base, holding that right leg. Exited the game, did not play last night against Outer Banks. Back in the lineup and behind the plate against the Redbirds, and he takes the 2-0 pitch outside. It's now 3-0. 3 balls, no strikes. Overitis, 222 average. 7 walks or hit batters, and he takes the fourth pitch low for ball 4. And Overitis will reach a leadoff base runner for the Cantaloupes here in the bottom of the second. And now batting, the extra hitter, number 21, Chris Morris. In his fourth game at the plate, he's pitched 2 times, one of 3 two-way players, including tonight's starter, Ben Bauses, and he takes the first pitch outside for a strike. 2 appearances on the mound, 7 1/3 innings, 1-1 with a 6.13 ERA. At the dish for Morris, 3 games, 6 at-bats, 2 hits, 333 average, 429 OBP, and a 500 slugging. And the 0-1 pitch from Wynn is outside. It's 1-1. Morris a double, 3 RBIs. He came in late in the game against Tarboro on Sunday. Roped a bases-clearing double, and Wynn throws over. Overitis is back. He's been dominant out of the bullpen for the Cantaloupes the past 2 seasons. Going to get it going at the plate, too, and the 1-1 is low. Batted .233 for Pitt Community College in the spring. Had 4 home runs. Two-one. And Wynn delivers. Swung on, grounded to short. Coming in, gonna be a tough play for Cole. His only plays to first, and it's not able to be dug out by Powell. Morris will reach. Tough play for Cole. Came running in from deep shorts and could not throw out Morris. Morris will reach on what is being called an error to Cole. Looked to be an E3, though. If Powell had come up with that, Morris would have been out at first. Runners on first and second over Ritus and Morris, and now Alden Cottle will step in. Back-to-back games now with a base hit for Cottle, and he swings through the first pitch from Wynn. 3 games now, 12 at-bats, 2 hits, 167 average. A double and an RBI. Also stole a bag last night in the Outer Banks, and he's up here. Looking to, at the very least, even the game up. And the 0-1. Outside, and it's quick, outside corner, it's quickly 0-2. Nate Paulson on deck. He scored a run last night in the 3-0 victory. No balls, 2 strikes. And Wynn steps off. Cottle in his 4th game back now. Coming back from a hand injury, kept him out of baseball activities since May 30th against North Greenville as a member of Mount Honor. And the 0-2. Swung on, grounded, another play to short. Cole coming up with it, throws to third, and a heads-up play by Kevin Cole. And Overitis is gunned out at third base, and there's one away, and Cottle replaces Morris, and Morris replaces Overitis. And now Nate Paulson coming to the plate. 2nd consecutive half inning with a heads-up play by the left side of the infield for both teams. Now Paulson looking to give the Cantaloupes their first run. And the first pitch to Paulson is fouled off. Paulson's breaking a 0 for 10 to start the season last night with an infield single. And Davis Halstead not in the lineup tonight. There were guys in the dugout waving their arms, get the baseball for them. Now Paulson looking to get on a streak here with runners on first and second, the 0-1 and outside. The 2022 Giesecke Award winner in left field tonight. Just the way the Drifton Paget has played for the Cantaloupes has really moved Paulson and even Halstead to a corner outfield spot. That one gets away from the catcher, Howlett, and both runners will advance. More opportunistic baseball from the Cantaloupes. Cottle and Morris advance, and now 2 runners in scoring position for Paulson. Didn't think that got away enough from Howlett, the catcher, but great secondary leads and jumps from the Cantaloupes base runners. And now time is called by Gavin West as Paulson steps back in. In a .222 batting average against, and the next pitch to Paulson fouled off, and the count goes to 2-2. Got all the players going to Virginia Wesleyan for the Redbirds. Kyle Sparks, Ty James set to attend in the fall. Tyree Claxton to the College of Southern Maryland. Few NC Wesleyan University. There's Connor Thomas visiting with the Paget brothers before the game, and the 2-2 to Paulson is fouled off. And he gave up 10 walks, 10 Ks. 6'5", 200 righty out there. An unorthodox delivery, but fills up the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Paulson. Morris at third, reaching on an error. Cottle at second on a fielder's choice, and the 2-2 inside almost got him, and the count is full to Paulson. Three balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. The shortstop Ty Garza awaits in the on-deck circle. He had an RBI hit in last night's ball game. The 3-2, high and inside, and Paulson walks. 6th time this season Paulson has reached on either a walk or a hit batter. And now, like the Redbirds in the first two frames, the Cantaloupes have the bases loaded. For the number 9 batter, the shortstop Ty Garza. Garza in his 7th game of the season, 20th at-bat right here, 19 so far, 3 hits, 3 walks at batters, 158 average. Gonna change that in a big way. And the first pitch from Wynn, swung on, lined into right field, coming in and making the catch. Tagging at third is Morris. The throw home, and he will quickly retreat. What a throw by James. Ty James out in right field. Call the Pirates a cannon out in right field for James. And the bases will remain loaded for Giomar Santana, the number 10 batter. Hit so hard. And James came up firing. Bases remain loaded. Steamers left 8 last night. And the first pitch to Santana is on the inside corner for a strike. Giomar Santana started Sunday against Tarboro. Did not play last night against Outer Banks in a huge spot here in the second. And the 0-1 pitch from Wynn. High and inside, almost got him, and the count goes to 1-1. That fastball really gotten away from Wynn. Looks like he's just releasing it early and running up inside on these righties for the Cantaloupes. 1 ball, 1 strike, bases loaded here in the second. And the pitch from Wynn. Swung on, popped in the air to first base. Hat comes off for Powell. He's under it, and he will make the catch. The Cantaloupes leave him loaded. We go to the top half of the third. The Redbirds lead the Cantaloupes 1-0. The new 2023 Edenton Steamers merchandise has arrived. There are plenty of ways for you to pick up your new Steamers gear. You can visit EdentonSteamers.com and place an order. Stop by Sound Feet and Shoes of Edenton or head to the merchandise trailer located behind the first base dugout at historic Hicks Field. You can also pick up your Trowon County Cantaloupes gear, but only at historic Hicks Field. Thank you for your support and repping your Steamers gear. Who's ready to rock? The second annual Clam Jam is coming up on Saturday, September 9th. We welcome 3 awesome bands to jam out at historic Hicks Field. Starting at 5 p.m. that afternoon, Old Fish Hatchery Records will take the stage, followed by the Eric Dunlow Band at 7 p.m. and the headlining Daniel Jordan Band at 9 p.m. Advance tickets will be available at EdentonSteamers.com for $15 or can be purchased at the gate that night for $20. Bring your lawn chair and take the field for the rocking event. Numerous food and beverage options will be available all night. We hope to see you there. Welcome back to historic Hicks Field. Cantaloupes and Redbirds entering the top half of the third inning here. 1-0 Redbirds lead. Scored a run in the first inning on an RBI base hit, and now it's 3-4-5. Gifford, Martin, and Markley. Xavier Martin with the RBI knock in the first inning. And the first pitch, grounded to third, right to Cottle. Cottle throws over to first, and 1 pitch, 1 out, as Gifford is retired. And now Xavier Martin will stand in again. RBI knock with the bases loaded in the top of the first. After the first 3 batters reached for the Redbirds, Martin lining that single into right field. Will step in against Bausis again, and the next pitch is sent a fly ball to right center. Padgett drifting back at the warning track at the wall. He makes the catch. Up against the wall in deep center. Padgett comes up with a catch, and there's 2 outs. Dangerously close to a home run for Martin. Powerful swing, but Padgett ran it down, and there's 2 away on 2 pitches. And now the center fielder, Joshua Markley, standing in. And the first pitch to him is high. Ball 1-0. Likely freshman at Dickinson College. And he takes the 1-0 in there for a strike. One from Ben Bausis, looking for his first 1-2-3 inning of the game. Check over to first base umpire Garrett Byram. And Markley going around, and it's now 1-2. 1-2 pitch from Bausis. Swinging a foul ball off to the right. At the Cantaloupes making their debut. Cantaloupes facts here tonight. Cantaloupe deriving its name from the town of Cantaloupes, Italy, arriving in the Papal Gardens in the 16th century. Been around that long, the old fruit. Chowan County Cantaloupes, 2-2 now to Markley. And the pitch from Bausis. Breaking ball, fouled off. Arriving from Armenia. Armenians contributing to the modern day Chowan County Cantaloupes. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Markley. And the pitch swung on, grounded to short. 2 hops for Garza. Throws to first. And Markley is out by a step. Quick throw by Garza. Bang, bang play. And a 1-2-3 inning for Ben Bausis and the Lopes here in the top half of the third. We go to the bottom of the third. Norfolk leads Chowan County 1-0. Is your kid a fan of the Clam? Why not sign them up for the Steamers Kids Club, presented by Weatherly Insurance? Membership is free for all kids ages 12 and under. They receive 4 free tickets, a club t-shirt, a discount to baseball camp, an invitation to an exclusive meet and greet event with the players, and much more. You can visit EdentonSteamers.com and download a registration form today. Every year, the Steamers are proud to have the opportunity to raise money for the Jim Catfish Hunter ALS Foundation. On Saturday, July 15th, the Steamers will wear special themed jerseys that will be auctioned off during the game. Proceeds will go towards the fight to strike out ALS. Catfish Hunter is an MLB Hall of Fame pitcher that lived just a short distance from historic Hicks Field and was even a host family for the Steamers organization in its inaugural year. Unfortunately, he lost his battle with ALS over 20 years ago. The Steamers will continue to carry on his legacy and do their part to strike out ALS. We thank you for your support of this great cause. The Edenton Steamers are excited to announce that they will be hosting one more youth baseball camp this summer. The next one will be July 19th through the 21st. Young ball players between the ages of 5 and 13 are welcome. The cost is $100 to register. Your kid will receive first-class instruction from some of the best college baseball players around. Visit EdentonSteamers.com to register today. Bottom half of the third inning here at historic Hicks Field. Top half of the order for the Cantaloupes, Myers, Paget, and Winslow. Second time in the order against Childers Wynn, who's only allowed 1 hit through the first 2 innings. Cantaloupes stranding the bases loaded in the bottom of the second. Had a few opportunities to score, but came up empty. And the first pitch to Myers is inside, ball 1. Myers hit it hard his first time, but lined out to shortstop Kevin Cole, who's been playing a phenomenal short so far for the Redbirds. And the 1-0 is in there for a strike. Myers, second baseman from Maryland Eastern Shore, seeing former Steamer Brantley Cutler at the game last night, the newest member of the Outer Banks Scallywags, as the 1-1 on the outside corner for a strike. Cutler played for the Steamers the past 2 seasons, chatting it up with Myers. Porter Brady, teammate of those two, in there as well. Myers up the middle, and that's a base hit. Luke Myers getting back on the hitting ways. Had an 0 for last night in the Outer Banks, and he ropes a single to center. The Cantaloupes' second hit of the game, and now Driftin' Paget, who holds the first hit of the game, will come to the plates. Cantaloupes center fielder up now with a runner at first. Going to get that first run of the game. And the first pitch to Paget, low and away. The Cantaloupes outscoring opponents 43 to 41, at home. Outscoring opponents 17 to 2 on the road in the 3 road games. And big portion of that 43 to 41 differential is the 23 to 14 game on Sunday against Tarboro. The 1-0 from Wynn. Low, good stop behind the plate by Harlett. A lot of wild pitches so far this season. Both the Cantaloupes and their opponents. Pitches going back to the backstop. Saw one that got by Harlett earlier in this game. Few runners advanced in the second. Myers off and running. A hit and run. Paget up the middle. Cole stabs it. Throws to first. Powell off the bag, and Myers will go to third. Wild play up the middle. Cunningham and Cole almost collided. And Cole, the wild throw to Powell, the first baseman. Paget reaches. Myers was heading to third no matter what. And he reaches on the throw. And the second error is going to be the call here. Paget will reach on the throwing error by Cole. Though just a tough play up the middle. Don't know if he would have gotten him, tried it. But pulled Powell off the bag, and 2 early errors for the Redbirds, and the Cantaloupes with another chance with making Winslow up at the dish. And the pitch. Low gets away from Holland. Myers coming home, and Myers is in there. First run of the year for the Cantaloupes is on what else? A wild pitch in the dirt. Myers comes in, and it's 1-1. Paget up to second. And now another run on base for the Cantaloupes with nobody out. A single, an error, and now a wild pitch to bring a run in. And the 1-0 pitch to Winslow, swung on, driven in the air to left. Bell drifting over, along with Mark Lee. Mark Lee makes the catch. Paget going from second to third, and he will get in there. And Winslow, for the second straight at-bat, advances a runner on a flyout. And now, just like the first, almost a carbon copy, except for the out total, Gabe Kirk will come in with a runner at third base. Kirk grounding out his first time. Some redemption here in a 1-1 game. And the pitch. Swung on, flied in the air. Third base side, and it'll go out of play. It's 0-1. Kirk, first baseman from Olivet College, coming off of back-to-back seasons. At least a .330 average, 5 home runs, and at least 30 RBIs for the Comets. Has carried that production down to Edenton. And the 0-1 pitch from Wynn. Swung on, grounded in the infield. Should get the run home. Cunningham, throw to first. And they got Kirk over at first base. Paget comes in to score. RBI ground out by Kirk. And the Cantaloupes have their first lead of the game. It's now 2-1. The way the Cantaloupes have been winning ball games, especially low-scoring games, as Tyler Overitis comes to the plate. Complimentary baseball. Advancing on wild pitches, outs moving guys along, and clutch hitting as Overitis taking a ball high. He's now seen 5 straight balls after the walk in the second. Walked in the second inning, thrown out on an infield play, and the 1-0 fouled off. It's 1-1. Overitis Glad to see him back out there. The injury on Sunday. 1-1 on the inside corner for a strike. And has an ACL injury before, and this is his first thought after pulling up after the double. But good to hear from trainer Courtney Phelps. Nothing more as Overitis sends a drive to right field, drifting back to the wall, and it's gone! Tyler Overitis with a drive to right field, and the Cantaloupes take a 3-1 lead. Overitis deposits one to right. 3 runs here in the third, and Chowan County is up over the Redbirds. Overitis, the big-time power, and then the power knocking over Gabe Kirk, going back to the dugout on their fist bump, and now manager Sean Montgomery gonna go out and talk with Childers' win out at home plate. That run brought to you by Farrell Gas, easy propane service. 3 runs for the Lopes here in the third, and Gavin West gonna go break up the conversation. James didn't read it at first. He was slowly retreating. Then he got to the Southern Bank sign in right field and just ran out of room. By the scoreboard, 3 runs on 3 hits. The first extra base hit of the game for the Cantaloupes. And now Chris Morris standing in. He reached on one of the 2 errors in the second. Was stranded over at third base. And the first pitch from Wynn. Low and away, ball 1. 5th home run for the Cantaloupes this season. And the 1-0 is grounded to second. Cunningham underneath of it. He throws to Powell at first. And that will end the inning. But Chowan County striking for 3 in the third. Punctuated by a solo home run by Tyler Overitis. We go to the 4th. The Cantaloupes lead the Redbirds 3-1. The Albemarle Area United Way is a nonprofit organization that improves residents' lives in 9 counties throughout northeastern North Carolina. This year, the Steamers have partnered up with the United Way and are looking forward to helping raise money for their services. On Sunday, July 2nd, the Steamers will be wearing special-themed patriotic jerseys for their game. The jerseys will be auctioned off during the game, and all the proceeds will go back to the Albemarle Area United Way. If you would like to have this one-of-a-kind jersey, be sure to be here that night and support a good cause. A huge thank you to H2OBX Water Park for making this night possible for the Albemarle Area United Way. Every year, the Steamers are proud to have the opportunity to raise money for the Jim Catfish Hunter ALS Foundation. On Saturday, July 15th, the Steamers will wear special-themed jerseys that will be auctioned off during the game. Proceeds will go towards the fight to strike out ALS. Catfish Hunter is an MLB Hall of Fame pitcher that lived just a short distance from historic Hicks Field and was even a host family for the Steamers organization in its inaugural year. Unfortunately, he lost his battle with ALS over 20 years ago. The Steamers will continue to carry on his legacy and do their part to strike out ALS. We thank you for your support of this great cause. Welcome back. The Fighting Fruits leading the Redbirds 3-1 here in the top half of the 4th inning. 6, 7, 8 due up for the Redbirds. Cherry, Powell, and Howlett. Against Ben Bausis, who's retired 4 straight, and the first pitch to Cherry is low, ball 1. Bausis now with a lead on the mound. And starting to settle in on the bump as Cherry grounds one to second. Myers has it, throws to first. And out number 1 on 2 pitches here in the 4th. And now Jackson Powell, the first baseman, will come up. Last batter to reach the leadoff man, Kevin Cole, in the second. And the first pitch in there for a strike. Really been pounding the zone for Bausis. We're letting his defense work behind him. And the 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball in there and quickly ahead, 0-2 to Powell. Each pitch working effectively now, starting to settle in out on the bump. And the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a soft grounder foul. Bausis now matching his inning total for the season coming into this game. 3 1/3 so far in this ball game. 3 1/3 in 3 relief appearances. He's ahead in the count, 0-2. And the pitch to Powell, swung on, grounded, softly to short. Garza drifts over, throw to first. He got him. Excellent play up the middle by Ty Garza, and there's 2 away here in the 4th. Soft ground. If it hit any harder, might have been tough play for Garza, but using his speed to make the play. And now the catcher, Tyler Howlett, stepping in. And the first pitch is swung on, popped in the air to short. Garza is underneath of it. He'll make the catch. And back-to-back 1-2-3 inning for Bausis. We go to the bottom half of the 4th. The Cantaloupes lead the Redbirds 3-1. The new 2023 Edenton Steamers merchandise has arrived. There were plenty of ways for you to pick up your new Steamers gear. You can visit EdentonSteamers.com and place an order. Stop by Sound Feet and Shoes of Edenton or head to the merchandise trailer located behind the first base dugout at historic Hicks Field. You can also pick up your Chowan County Cantaloupes gear, but only at historic Hicks Field. Thank you for your support and repping your Steamers gear. Who's ready to rock? The second annual Clam Jam is coming up on Saturday, September 9th. We welcome 3 awesome bands to jam out at historic Hicks Field. Starting at 5 p.m. that afternoon, Old Fish Hatchery Records will take the stage, followed by the Eric Dunlow Band at 7 p.m. and the headlining Daniel Jordan Band at 9 p.m. Advance tickets will be available at EdentonSteamers.com for $15 or can be purchased at the gate that night for $20. Bring your lawn chair and take the field for the rocking event. Numerous food and beverage options will be available all night. We hope to see you there. Bottom half of the 4th inning here at East Freemason and Woodard Street here in Edenton, North Carolina. Cantaloupes and Redbirds, the first of 4 nights this season. The Chowan County Cantaloupes playing here at historic Hicks Field. The Edenton Steamers alter ego, second season with the Cantaloupes in partnership with the Albemarle Area Boys and Girls Club. The jerseys auctioned off at the end of the year in a silent auction. All of the proceeds going back to the Boys and Girls Club. 7, 8, 9 for the Steamers here in the 4th. Cottle, Paulson, and Garza against Childers. Win in there for his 4th inning of work. Gave up the 3 runs in the bottom of the 3rd. On the RBI ground out, the wild pitch, and then the home run by Overriders. And the first pitch to Cottle is low, ball 1. Cantaloupes, members of the vine and crop family, includes other melons, you got squash, cucumbers, pumpkins, gourds, fruit of the summer. Got some fall fruits in there. And cantaloupes ripe out in July through September. The 2-0 to Cottle, low, it's 3-0. Cantaloupes have been ripe on offense tonight here through the first 3 innings. First 2 left a few runners in the second, but 3 runs across in the 3rd. And the 3-0 pitch is low, and Cottle walks to lead off the bottom of the 4th. 3rd straight inning for the Cantaloupes with a leadoff base runner, and now Nate Paulson will stand up to the plate. Paulson coming into the game, .071 average, 350 OBP. It's an RBI, 3 stolen bases to lead the club. And the first pitch to him. Swung on, driven in the air to left. Playable for Bell, who drifts over to left center. And he will make the catch for 1 away. And now Ty Garza, who made a few nice plays in the top half of the 4th inning, will come to the dish. Shortstop from Barton College in there, as mentioned, for Ryan Goff. Hoping again for a quick and speedy recovery from the infielder from Fairmount State. But Garza, RBI hit last night. Strong plays over at short tonight. Lined hard out to right field his first time. Unable to advance the bases loaded at the time in the second. And the 1-0 pitch from Wynn. Swung on, grounded to third, and that'll get by the third baseman into left field. Paulson Cotto around second. He heads to third, and he'll get in there, and Garza up to second with a 1-out double. Ty Garza just fair by inches. A game of inches punches it by. Gifford at third. And now Giomar Santana has 2 more Cantaloupes in scoring position. Giomar Santana, who flied out his last time to first base. And the first pitch from Wynn is taken low for a ball. Garza back-to-back games with a hit now. 4 hits now on the season. And setting the Lopes up with 2 more runners in scoring position. And the 1-0 pitch from Wynn. Inside. Almost got Santana again. Omar Santana, the Puerto Rico native. Vega Baja. First player since 2017 from the Greater Antilles, Lesser Antilles Islands. And the 2-0 grounded to short. Should get a run home. Cunningham to first. Cotto comes across. And the Cantaloupes now lead it 4-1. Second RBI ground out of the game for Chowan County. And the lead extends up to 3. And the lineup turns over for Luke Myers. And for the second consecutive inning, 3rd time in the game, the Lopes have a runner at third base with either 1 out or 2 outs. And the first pitch from Wynn is in there for a strike to Myers. Lined out in the first, singled in the third, and came around to score on the wild pitch. And the 0-2, line to center field, coming in is Markley, and he makes the catch on the run. Impressive play from Joshua Markley to strand Garza over at third. Cantaloupes get another run on the RBI groundout. We go to the 5th. Chowan County 4 and Norfolk 1. The Albemarle Area United Way is a nonprofit organization that improves residents' lives in 9 counties throughout northeastern North Carolina. This year, the Steamers have partnered up with the United Way and are looking forward to helping raise money for their services. On Sunday, July 2nd, the Steamers will be wearing special themed patriotic jerseys for their game. The jerseys will be auctioned off during the game, and all the proceeds will go back to the Albemarle Area United Way. If you would like to have this one-of-a-kind jersey, be sure to be here that night and support a good cause. A huge thank you to H2OBX Water Park for making this night possible for the Albemarle Area United Way. The new 2023 Edenton Steamers merchandise has arrived. There are plenty of ways for you to pick up your new Steamers gear. You You can visit EdentonSteamers.com and place an order. Stop by Sound Feet and Shoes of Edenton or head to the merchandise trailer located behind the first base dugout at historic Hicks Field. You can also pick up your Trowon County Cantaloupes gear, but only at historic Hicks Field. Thank you for your support and repping your Steamers gear. Welcome back to the top half of the fifth inning. Bottom of the lineup due up for the Redbirds, Bell, James, and then Cole. Top half of the fifth inning. Ben Bausis has found his groove in this ball game, and the first pitch to Bell is on the outside corner for a strike. 1 run allowed, 3 hits, but he hasn't allowed a base runner in the last 2 innings. And the 0-1, breaking ball high and inside to Bell, who stands tall at 6'4", 220. Outfielder from Norfolk State University, and the 1-1 pitch swung on, driven in the air to center. High pop-up, Myers drifting out in the shallow center field, and he makes the catch. Looked off the bat that it could be deeper, saw Paget coming in, but Myers drifting out to make the catch. Few pitches, 1 out. And now Ty James, the right fielder, will stand in. And he swings through. The first pitch from Bausis, who's in cruise control now. He let the bases loaded in the second, but since then has not allowed a base runner. And the 0-1 popped up on the left side of the infield. Garza drifting over into shallow left, and he makes the catch. 2 pop-outs to begin the top half of the fifth. And Bausis is 1 out away from becoming the first Cantaloupes pitcher this season, other than Chandler Paget, to throw 5 innings to start a game. And the first pitch to Cole is high, ball 1. Shocking, telling stat for a team that's 6-2 to start the year. And the 1-0 fouled straight back at us. The press box into the netting, and it's 1-1. Hasn't really gotten the strikeouts like he has in his first 3 games. No strikeouts, but a lot of weak contact. And the 1-1 is on the inside corner to Cole, and it's 1-2. Fastball, working the corners. Working it well. Ben Bausis on the mound, and the 1-2 pitch to Cole. High, and it's 2-2. .45 ERA in 5 games for Trowon, and 6 innings for Bausis. The 2-2 just missed on the inside half. Gavin West calling that a ball. We'll see entire Cantaloupes infield walking off the field, and the 3-2 pitch to Cole. Swung on, line drive to second. 2 hops for Myers. Tosses it to first, and that'll do it. 3 straight 1-2-3 innings for Ben Bausis. We go to the top half of the fifth. The Cantaloupe, bottom half of the fifth. We go. Cantaloupes lead the Redbirds 4-1. Well, fans, summer is here. You know what that means. Graduation, parties, and cookout season. The Steamers Party Tent is the perfect place to host your next get-together. Schedule a picnic before the game for your next birthday bash, family gathering, or business rendezvous. It's the classic choice for family summer fun. Call the office at 482-4080 for more details. Who's ready to rock? The second annual Clam Jam is coming up on Saturday, September 9th. We welcome 3 awesome bands to jam out at historic Hicks Field. Starting at 5 p.m. that afternoon, Old Fish Hatchery Records will take the stage, followed by the Eric Dunlow Band at 7 p.m. and the headlining Daniel Jordan Band at 9 p.m. Advance tickets will be available at EdentonSteamers.com for $15 or can be purchased at the gate that night for $20. Bring your lawn chair and take the field for the rocking event. Numerous food and beverage options will be available all night. We hope to see you there. Bottom half of the fifth inning. At historic Hicksfield, Cantaloupes leading the Redbirds 4-1, and a new pitcher on the mound for Norfolk, relieving Childers win. Right-hander Danny Padilla, his second season with Norfolk from CCBC Essex University. The sophomore right-handed pitcher also plays left field. Chesapeake, Virginia native, 2022 with CCBC, 9 appearances, 5 games started, 2-3 record, 24 and 2/3 innings pitched, 2 hits, 15 runs, 12 earned runs. Best game of his season, 2022, 4 innings, 4 hits, 4 Ks, 2 walks, no earned runs against Prince George Community College. And he'll face the 2, 3, and 4 hitters for the Cantaloupes, Paget, Winslow, and Cook in the bottom half of the 5th. Another game going on tonight in the PCL. Team the Cantaloupes took down last night. The Scallywags back in action, taking on the Virginia Beach Sea Dogs. In the first pitch, Paget pops one up to first, underneath of its pal, and he'll make the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out on the pop-out. And now making Winslow come into the dish against Padilla. Few flyouts that have advanced runners so far tonight, 0 for 2. As though the other night against Greenbrier, 3 for 5. With a home run, a double, a single, and he takes the first pitch from Padilla inside. Padilla, one of 9 Redbirds from Virginia Beach. And the 1-0 is inside. Second matchup the Cantaloupes have had against Virginia teams in the PCL. And the 3 Virginia teams, Greenbrier Knights, the Norfolk Redbirds, and the Virginia Beach Sea Dogs, who the Steamers will play, the Cantaloupes Steamers will play at the end of the month. And in the North Carolina teams, got the Cantaloupes, Scallywags, and the River Bandits, and the 2-1 fouled off. The count goes to 2-2. Cantaloupes 5-1 against the Redbirds last season. The only loss coming in the first matchup. The 2-2. Swung on, fly to short. Playable for Cole, and he makes the catch. 2 outs. Back-to-back batters jammed on the inside breaking pitch from Padilla. Fastball breaking ball out on the mound. And 2 outs, and Gabe Kirk will step in. RBI ground outs. Part of the 3-run 3rd inning for Chowan County. And the first pitch from Padilla fouled straight back. Kirk, hitter of the week for the first week of the season. Some nice Longhorn batting gloves. Got a t-shirt as well every week. Cantaloupes will have a hitter of the week nominated, elected based on performance. And the 0-2 outside. Dia throwing strikes early, coming out of the bullpen. Childers win going the first 4 innings. Allowed 4 runs, only 1 of which was earned. 2 errors. And the 1-2 flied in the air, left side of the infield, tough play. Bell coming in, and he'll call everyone off and make the catch to end the bottom of the 5th. Cantaloupes go down 1-2-3. We go to the 6th. Chowan County leads Norfolk 4-1. Is working with your propane provider a hassle? Then it's time to switch to Faro Gas. For easy and reliable service, Faro Gas offers quick delivery options, nationwide propane supply, online account tools, and a friendly team of professionals, all here to make your life simpler. Get started today with a price quote at farogas.com. That's FERRELLGAS.com. Well, fans, summer is here. You know what that means. Graduation, parties, and cookout season. The Steamers Party Tent is the perfect place to host your next get-together. Schedule a picnic before the game for your next birthday bash, family gathering, or business rendezvous. It's the classic choice for family summer fun. Call the office at 482-4080 for more details.
Hi, my name is Ben Balsis, and you're watching Edenton Steamers Baseball on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel.
Thank you, Ben, who's back on the mound for the 6th inning. It was the Cantaloupes leading the Redbirds. You can check every Cantaloupes Steamers game right here on YouTube, your home for all Cantaloupes and Steamers baseball. Every home game. Jacob Smedley, good to be with you on this Wednesday night. Great night for some baseball, and the first pitch from Aiden Cunningham in his third at-bat is grounded foul. Every home game right here on YouTube, and a select few away games outside of PCL play. Some upcoming opponents. Steamers hosting a few teams outside the PCL. The Wake Forest Fungo, the Carolina Disco Turkeys, are part of a 7-game homestand this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. You can get your tickets at EdentonSteamers.com as Cunningham swings through that one. It's 0-2. The 0-2 pitch fouled off. Uwahari Wampus Cats in about a week and a few days on the road. I have coverage for you right here on the Edenton Steamers YouTube page. The 0-2 pitch to Cunningham. Breaking ball, almost got him. And with that out, in the 5th, Bouse's first starter other than Padgett to go 5 innings. Now he's going 5+ and would be a huge help for the Cantaloupes. Got their starter for Friday all lined up. Cole Taylor was helping the team on a part-time basis, essentially. Helping with the coming in on the play on the weekends. Cunningham lines it to left field, and that's the first base runner for the Redbirds since the 2nd inning. A leadoff single for Cunningham will bring Colin Gifford to the plate, the third baseman. The 4th hit. Bouses now up to 67 pitches in the mound in the 6th, through 22 in the 1st. Since then, getting quick outs. That one grounded to second. Garza on the bag. Garza the throw to first. He got him. Ty Garza dazzling up the middle. Dazzling defense from Garza. And a 6 unassisted double play, and there's 2 outs here in the 6th. What a game defensively for Ty Garza. Moving to his left. Picked it in one motion, tagged the bag. And there's 2 outs. Martin grounds one right back to him. Garza continuing his work. Throws it to first and dug out by Cook to end the inning. Ty Garza, a gem over it short. Bousis, another clean inning. We go to the bottom of the 6th. The Cantaloupes lead the Redbirds 4-1. The Steamers are excited to announce a newfound partnership with the Boys and Girls Club of the Albemarle. This season will mark our first annual jersey fundraiser for the organization. To coincide with our Chowan County Cantaloupes moniker, we will be wearing special themed jerseys on all home Wednesdays at historic Hicks Field. At our final Wednesday on July 19th, we will be auctioning off the Cantaloupes jerseys. All proceeds will go towards the summer programs that benefit the kids of the Boys and Girls Club of the Albemarle. We would like to extend a huge thank you to RC Theaters Albemarle Movies 8 for their sponsorship and support of the Boys and Girls Club. Thank you for your support of this great cause. Is working with your propane provider a hassle? Then it's time to switch to Faro Gas. For easy and reliable service, Faro Gas offers quick delivery options, nationwide propane supply, online account tools, and a friendly team of professionals, all here to make your life simpler. Get started today with a price quote at ferrellgas.com. That's FERRELLGAS.com.
My name is Tyler Overitis, and you're watching Edenton Steamers Baseball on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel.
Tyler Overitis due up first here in the bottom of the sixth, and his home run in the fourth inning brought to you by Ferrell Gas. In the third inning, part of a 3-run third for the Cantaloupes. Hit that off of Redbirds starter Childers' win. He'll face Danny Padilla in his second inning of work. Overitis, his first home run of the season, hit it out to right field. At the time, gave the Cantaloupes a 3-1 lead. They now lead 4-1. And Bouse is cruising on the mound. And the first pitch to Overitis outside off the glove of Howlett. 1-0. 5, 6, 7. Overitis, Morris, and Cottle up. Ben Costin was warming in the Cantaloupes bullpen when I was fouled off, but Ben Bouse is at him on the mound right now. 69 pitches through 6. After what looked to be a rough outing to start, really has settled in out on the mound. And the 1-1 grounded to first. Powell knocks it down, tosses to Padilla, who covers the bag nicely, and there's one out. Here in the bottom half of the sixth, and now Chris Morris standing in. Chris Morris, one of 3 Edenton natives. Not only two-way player, but along with Davis Halstead, Hank Downham. And the first pitch to Morris swung on, driven to right. James drifting back, and he's underneath of it. He'll make the catch. Not as much as the Virginia Beach Boys on Norfolk, but 3 Edenton natives playing for the hometown Cantaloupes and Steamers. And now Alden Cottle will step in. Reached his last time on a single, and the first pitch to him in their first strike. Connell, third baseman from Mount Olive, 283 last year for the Clams, was one of 14 players nominated to an All-Star game, the PCL All-Star game. Fouled off. Redbirds with a pair of All-Stars. Right-hander Aiden Hedgepath played for the Suffolk Voyagers last season. 0-2 pitch to Connell. Inside, it's 1-2. Owen Connell, one of the 6 returners, along with Paulson, Halstead, and the 1-2 high and inside, almost got him. Breaking pitch that didn't do much from Padilla, and the count goes to 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bottom of the sixth, and a 4-1 Cantaloupes lead, and the pitch to Connell grounded to short. 2 hops to Cole, who drops it. Cole the throw to first. Powell dug it out at first base. Recovery play from Cole, throws out Connell, and the Cantaloupes go down 1-2-3. Flying through this one, we go to the 7th. The Cantaloupes lead the Redbirds 4-1. The Edenton Steamers are the greatest show in town. How can we make that any better? Throw in some fireworks. We have 3 remaining fireworks shows scheduled for this summer. You can catch these shows on Saturday, June 24th, Saturday, July 2nd, and Saturday, July 29th. Mark your calendars today, and we will see you at the ballpark. The Albemarle Area United Way is a nonprofit organization that improves residents' lives in 9 counties throughout northeastern North Carolina. This year, the Steamers have partnered up with the United Way and are looking forward to helping raise money for their services. On Sunday, July 2nd, the Steamers will be wearing special-themed patriotic jerseys for their game. The jerseys will be auctioned off during the game, and all the proceeds will go back to the Albemarle Area United Way. If you would like to have this one-of-a-kind jersey, be sure to be here that night and support a good cause. A huge thank you to H2OBX Water Park for making this night possible for the Albemarle Area United Way. The Edenton Steamers are excited to announce that they will be hosting one more youth baseball camp this summer. The final camp dates are July 19th to the 21st. Young ball players between the ages of 5 and 13 are welcome. The cost to register is $100. Your kid will receive first-class instruction from some of the best ball players around. Visit EdentonSteamers.com to register today. Top of the 7th, Ben Bouse is back on the mound, and his first pitch to Joshua Markley is in their first strike. Ben Bouse, that was pitch number 70 here in the 7th inning. An efficient night churning out from the Cantaloupes right-hander, and the 0-1 pitch is outside. It's 1-1. More action going in the pen. Lefty Costin warming, and the 1-1 is low. Bausis only the second Cantaloupe to make it into the 7th inning this year. Paget did it 2 other times. Grounded to second. Myers has it, and he throws out Markley for out number 1. And now Sean Cherry will come to the dish. Been those groundouts, weak groundouts, and flyouts have been the recipe here tonight for Bausis. Visiting Redbirds, 1 run on 5 hits, 2 errors. The home Cantaloupes, 4 runs on just 4 hits. And the first pitch to Cherry is low. Ball 1. Another fact here for the Cantaloupes. Average size of a cantaloupe just contains 100 calories as Cherry swings through the 1-0. 100 calories. An average size cantaloupe. And the Chowan County Cantaloupes tonight, one of 4 times throughout the year. In partnership with the Boys and Girls Club of the Albemarle. Santana drifting back to the warning track, to the wall, and it's gone! A solo home run from Sean Cherry, and the Redbirds get 1 back here in the 7th, a long ball to right, and it's now a 4-2 ball game. A Euro step from Cherry at the plate, and the first run against Ben Bausis in 6 innings. And now Jackson Powell, the first baseman, standing in. Just like the home run for Overitis. Santana looked like he was going to catch it at first. Drifted back and let it go as Powell sends one into shallow right. Myers makes the catch, and there's now 2 outs. Quick response from Bausis. And now Tyler Howlett will stand in. And the first pitch to Howlett is outside. 2 runs given up by Bausis. The one in the first after the Redbirds loaded the bases on walks, essentially, as Howlett lines one into right. That'll get down a base hit. 2-out single for Howlett. Then one in the first, a single by Martin to right. But other than that, really nothing hit hard. And then the long ball by Cherry. A few hits here in the top of the 7th as the Redbirds trying to climb back into it. Now the left fielder, Sean Bell. And the pitch. Swing and a miss through a fastball there. Dialing it up on the mound from Bausis. Howlett over at first with a 2-out hit. And the 0-1 pitch. In there again, and it's 0-2. No balls. 2 strikes, 2 outs, top of the 7th, in a 4-2 ball game. Cantaloupes looking to win their 5th PCL game of the season. Bowser's throw over, and he got him at first base on the pickoff. Bowser with a strike to Kirk. And the pickoff ends the top half of the 7th. We go to the bottom of the 7th. The Cantaloupes lead the Redbirds 4-2. The Steamers are excited to announce a newfound partnership with the Boys and Girls Club of the Albemarle. This season will mark our first annual jersey fundraiser for the organization. To coincide with our Chowan County Cantaloupes moniker, we will be wearing special themed jerseys on all home Wednesdays at historic Hicks Field. At our final Wednesday on July 19th, we will be auctioning off the Cantaloupes jerseys. All proceeds will go towards the summer programs that benefit the kids of the Boys and Girls Club of the Albemarle. We would like to extend a huge thank you to RC Theaters Albemarle Movies 8 for their sponsorship and support of the Boys and Girls Club. Thank you for your support of this great cause. Every year, the Steamers are proud to have the opportunity to raise money for the Jim Catfish Hunter ALS Foundation. On Saturday, July 15th, the Steamers will wear special themed jerseys that will be auctioned off during the game. Proceeds will go towards the fight to strike out ALS. Catfish Hunter is an MLB Hall of Fame pitcher that lived just a short distance from historic Hicks Field and was even a host family for the Steamers organization in its inaugural year. Welcome back, bottom half of the 7th inning. Now a 4-2 ball game. The home run by Cherry in the top of the 7th. For the Redbirds, 8, 9, 10 due up for the Cantaloupes in the bottom half of the 7th. Paulson, Garza, and Santana. The 3rd inning of work from Danny Padilla, and the first pitch fouled off from Paulson. And it's 0-1. And the 0-1 in there for a strike. It's 0-2. To the Cantaloupes left fielder. No balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch to Paulson is low and away. Right-hander was warming up for the Redbirds, Alex Lapau, in the bullpen. Right-hander from NC Wesleyan University. 1-2, low and inside. Dia has held the 4th down, no runs, since the run in the 4th against Childers win. And the 2-2. Swing and a miss or foul off. Fouled it off of the catcher Howlett. And it remains 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Bottom of the 7th inning. A 4-2 ball game. Cantaloupes in front. And the 2-2 behind Paulson. He says he hit him. And Gavin Westerwooding him first base. And Paulson is on the hit batter. And now Ty Garza coming to the plate. Been a machine in the field tonight. Has a double as well. Now up with 1 on here in the bottom half of the 7th. Looking to add some insurance. And the first pitch to him is inside, ball 1. See if Bausis goes out. He's walking around the dugout here. No congratulatory handshakes just yet, it seems like, for Ben Bausis. Based on what Chandler Padgett did last night, 118 pitches in 7 innings. Really went into that inning with over 90 in the 7th against the Scallywags. Finished it out. Bausis only at 82. See what Coach Delton Starlings and pitching coach Cody Johnson want to do with Bausis in the 8th inning. against 10-1-2 for the Redbirds. 2-0 to Garza, high and inside, and the count is 3-0 to the Cantaloupes shortstop. Garza in the spring, 22 games played, 14 games started for Barton. 196 average as he takes the 3-0 in there for a strike. 352 slugging, 263 OBP. Best game of his spring season, 2 for 4 versus Millersville. He had a run, 2 RBIs, and a home run. He's originally supposed to play for the Scallywags this summer. Steamers, Cantaloupes picked him up. The 3-1, Paulson goes, and he takes it, ball 4, and a hit batter, and now a walk will bring up Giomar Santana with a few runners on as the Cantaloupes seek insurance. LaPau back up and warming now for the Redbirds. How's Padilla facing his first trouble here tonight? Scoring update. Scallywags up 7-6 over Virginia Beach. The ball dropped there by Howlett. Second matchup between those teams of the season. The Banks beat them 17-3. First time they faced off. And 0 the count to Giomar Santana. Starting his third game in right field this season. Started one game at catcher against Chowan. That one inside, and that one hit Santana. 2 batters now hit in the bottom of the 7th for the Cantaloupes. Paulson got hit to lead off the inning on a pitch that was behind him. Garza walked, Santana gets hit, and now the lineup turns over for Luke Myers with an opportunity to push the lead forward here in the 7th. A 4-2 ball game, and the pitch from Padilla, high, it's 1-0. And LaPau enters the dugout. Might be the last batter here for Padilla in a close ball game. Cantaloupes with only 4 hits. 1 from the man at the plate, and the 1-0 line to right field. Drifting back is James. He's back there tagging at third and heading for home is Paulson. The throw-in goes to third, and Paulson comes in for the Cantaloupes' 5th run of the game. A sacrifice fly by the leadoff hitter Luke Myers. And Chowan County's lead is back up to 3. It's now 5-2. And now Drifton Paget stepping in. He also has 1 of the 4 hits. Singled his first time. Has a run, 3 at-bats, and the first pitch to him is in there for a strike. Eerily similar to the Redbirds' top of the 1st. With the walk, 2 walks, hit batter. Except the Redbirds got a base hit. Cantaloupes looking to do the same here. And the 0-1 is low. It's now 1-1. Paget tied for the team lead in average with 381 coming into the game with Ryan Goff. And the 1-1 inside. Almost got him on the breaking pitch. Floated in there. But just inside, and the count goes to 2-1. Also talking about playing with his brother last night after the win. Just that brotherly love. They're that different mindset, knowing each of them going to give it their all out on the field. Brother dominating on the hill, making a few great plays out in center. A few big hits, and the 2-1 is low, ball 3. Favorite athlete, Ronald Acuna Jr. balling out this season for the Atlanta Braves, and Paget balling out for the Cantaloupes so far. 3-1, one out. Runners on first and second in the pitch. High and inside the second walk of the inning, and the bases are now loaded for Macon Winslow. Macon Winslow, a few flyouts tonight. 0 for 3, but a huge opportunity to turn that in a 3-run ball game. Padilla, his first trouble here in his third inning of work. Winslow sends a drive to right field. James running in. He makes the catch. Coming all the way in is Garza. He slides in and he gets by the tag. Another run across on another sac fly. And the Cantaloupes take a 6-2 lead. Winslow with his 6th RBI of the year. Both runners advancing, and now Gabe Kirk stepping in. He has an RBI tonight on an RBI ground out. Give him 13 on the season and a chance for a few more with 2 outs. 6 runs now on just 4 hits. Haven't gotten a hit this inning. But a pair of hit batters, a pair of walks, and a pair of balls in play to get him into the outfield to James. Santana at third. He was hit. Paget at second. He walked. And the first pitch to Kirk is low and away, ball 1. Kirk. And time is called. Coming out to the mound is Sean Montgomery, the head coach. Montgomery's 6th season as an assistant at Christopher Newport Baseball. Served as the assistant coach at Virginia Wesleyan from 2009 to 2011. Back to back to the Marlins for a 4-year stretch through the 2020 season. Coached at Talwood High School, Kempsville as well. A few players hailing from Kempsville High School. Ty James, Kyle Sparks. A few as a mound visit here. Talking with Padilla. Home plate umpire Gavin West out there. Next games for each side. Cantaloupes will be back in action tomorrow night, trading out the orange and green back to the teal and black of the Steamers. Going to go on the road to face off against the Tarboro River Bandits. They're heated rivals from the west. And the Redbirds. And the 1-0 pitch to Kirk, swung on, flied foul. Next on the schedule, tomorrow night, the Redbirds will travel east to battle the Scallywags. And the 1-1 flied in the air to left. Bell racing in. Bell can't see it, and it drops down. 1 run is in. Paget behind Santana, and Kirk will go to second on the error in left field by Bell. Lost it in the lights. The 3rd error for the Redbirds. And it's now an 8-2 Cantaloupes lead. They've plated now 4 here in the 7th. And now Tyler Overitis, who homered in the 3rd inning, comes up. Now back-to-back home games for the Cantaloupes. And despite the 23 runs against Tarboro, they had 4 errors. The Redbirds now have 3. So 7 errors from opponents here at historic Hicks Field the last 2 games. And that one gets behind Howlett. And going to third is Kirk. As the disastrous inning out of the pen for Padilla continues. 4-run 7th inning. Made quick work of the 5th and the 6th. The leadoff walks and the leadoff hit batters coming back to bite him. And the 1-0 on the outside corner for a strike. Cantaloupes had an 8-run 8th inning against Clayton a few weeks back. Come back in that game. 4 runs here in 7th. They're going to have to double that to even match that total. But it performed in the late innings. 2-1 count to Overitis in the pitch. Swing, half swing, and he went around. And it's 2-2. Overitis' home run in the 3rd inning was the first since Macon Winslow mashed his first home run of the season last Thursday. And the 2-2 pitch to Overitis, swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that will end the 7th. But the Cantaloupes played 4 on an error, on a few RBI sacrifices, and we go to the 8th with a new pitcher coming in, and the Cantaloupes leading 8-2. Well, fans, summer is here. You know what that means. Graduation, parties, and cookout season. The Steamers Party Tent is the perfect place to host your next get-together. Schedule a picnic before the game for your next birthday bash, family gathering, or business rendezvous. It's the classic choice for family summer fun. Call the office at 482-4080 for more details. Who's ready to rock? The 2nd annual Clam Jam is coming up on Saturday, September 9th. We welcome 3 awesome bands to jam out at historic Hicks Field. Starting at 5 p.m. that afternoon, Old Fish Hatchery Records will take the stage, followed by the Eric Dunlow Band at 7 p.m. and the headlining Daniel Jordan Band at 9 p.m. Advance tickets will be available at EdentonSteamers.com for $15 or can be purchased at the gate that night for $20. Bring your lawn chair and take the field for the rocking event. Numerous food and beverage options will be available all night. We hope to see you there.
Hey, my name is Zane Loveday, and you're watching Edenton Steamers Baseball on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel.
Top of the 8th inning, a new pitcher on the mound for the Chowan County Cantaloupes, number 17, Luke Dilda, relieves Ben Bausis, who goes 7 innings, 6 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, 2 walks, and no strikeouts. Bausis settling in, a great quality start. 2nd straight game with a Cantaloupe starter to go at least 7 innings. And now lefty Luke Dilda, 2 games, 5.2 innings pitched, 7.94 ERA, 12.11 Ks per 9, 5 earned runs, 10 walks is really the big one, 3 hits, 7 Ks. Got to throw strikes. The key for Dilda. He came in that loss to Tarboro. Just struggled to get outs on strikes. 9-1. 9-10-1 in the first pitch to Sean Bell, the left fielder. Big cut and a miss. Bell, James, and Cole. And the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. It's quickly 0-2. Back-to-back fastballs from the lefty from Barton College. And the 0-2 pitch. Fastball high and in. Goes to 1-2. 1-2 to Bell, and it drifts high. Two balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch to Bell. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with the fastball. And Dilda comes out of the pen and gets the first man on strikes. And now stepping to the dish, the right fielder, Ty James. James 0 for 2 so far tonight, with a few flyouts, and the first pitch to him is a breaking ball high. Doda comes set, and he delivers the 1-0 pitch, and a big cut and a miss by James. It's 0-1. One ball, one strike. Doda delivers, and a big cut and a miss by James. And the second straight batter, Doda's ahead, 1-2. One ball, two strikes, and the pitch outside, and it's 2-2. Next home game that the Cantaloupes will have will be the 28th against Virginia Beach in a few weeks, as the 2-2 pitch is high. Next home game here at historic Hicks Field will be Friday. The Steamers will play host to the Tarboro River Bandits. The 3-2, grounded, a check swing grounded to third. Two hops to Cottle, throws over to first, and James is out at first, 2 away. As mentioned, the biggest thing for Dilda, throwing strikes. He has to the first two batters, Bell and James, and now the left-handed hitting shortstop, Kevin Cole. Third at-bat of the game. And a big cut and a miss. Fourth at-bat, excuse me. A hit batter, a walk, a run scored. And the first pitch to Cole, outside, it's 1-1. First kids camp starting today here at historic Hicks Field, going through Friday. A lot of the players, the Paget brothers, Loveday, Tate Abbott, and more out there helping the kids. Stewart, Davis, Halstead is the next one in their first strike. And the next one, July 19th through the 21st. You can sign your kid up today at EdentonSteamers.com. The 1-2 pitch from Dilda, and that's outside. It's 2-2. And now Popsicles, chill, goes from 9 to 12. Kids getting instructions. Lost the field. Beautiful day, too, here in Edenton. 2-2 pitch outside, and the count's now full to Cole here in the top half of the 8th inning. Cantaloupes lead at 8-2. Dilda looking to finish off the Redbirds here in the 8th. The 3-2 fouled straight back. Three balls, two strikes. And Dilda delivers. Swung on, flied in the air on the left side. Cotto ranging back. Garza in the shallow left, and coming in and making the catch is Paulson to put an end to the top half of the 8th. Dilda 1-2-3 in the top of the 8th. We go to the bottom of the 8th. The Cantaloupes lead the Redbirds 8-2. The Albemarle Area United Way is a nonprofit organization that improves residents' lives in 9 counties throughout northeastern North Carolina. This year, the Steamers have partnered up with the United Way and are looking forward to helping raise money for their services. On Sunday, July 2nd, the Steamers will be wearing special-themed patriotic jerseys for their game. The jerseys will be auctioned off during the game, and all the proceeds will go back to the Albemarle Area United Way. If you would like to have this one-of-a-kind jersey, be sure to be here that night and support a good cause. A huge thank you to H2OBX Water Park for making this night possible for the Albemarle Area United Way. The Steamers are excited to announce a newfound partnership with the Boys and Girls Club of the Albemarle. This season will mark our first annual jersey fundraiser for the organization. To coincide with our Chowan County Cantaloupes moniker, we will be wearing special themed jerseys on all home Wednesdays at historic Hicks Field. At our final Wednesday on July 19th, we will be auctioning off the Cantaloupes jerseys. All proceeds will go towards the summer programs that benefit the kids of the Boys and Girls Club of the Albemarle. We would like to extend a huge thank you to RC Theaters Albemarle Movies 8 for their sponsorship and support of the Boys and Girls Club. Thank you for your support of this great cause. Bottom half of the 8th inning, 6, 7, 8 2 up for the Cantaloupes against Right-hander Danny Padilla in there for his 4th inning of work. Morris, Cottle, and Paulson. And the first pitch to Morris is outside. Ball 1, 1-0. 0 for 3 so far on the day for Morris. And the pitch from Padilla. In there for a strike. Cantaloupes looking to win their 2nd straight game after the 2-game losing streak. And snap that at home. And move to 6-2. 5-2 in PCL play. Redbirds looking to avoid a 0-2-1 start. The 1-1's inside. Virginia teams starting a bit later than the North Carolina teams this season. And the 2-1's low. It's now 3-1. Redbirds finishing 4th last season. PCL, and that one way inside, almost got Morris. Doesn't matter, he'll head down to first on ball 4 as he dips out of the way, and Morris has reached for the 2nd time. He reached on an error earlier in the game, and now Alden Cotto will step to the dish. His 4th at-bat of the game. 0 for 2 with a walk, a run scored. Made some nice plays last night in the Outer Banks against the Scallywags. Few hit right at him. A diving play. Double as well down the line. Takes the first pitch from Padilla low. It's 1-0. And the 1-0. On Scott, high in the air on the infield. Infielders converge. Pollock dives and he can't make the catch. Padilla throws to second and Morris is retired there. The theatrics on the field continuing for the Redbirds. Powell, the first baseman, coming sprinting in. And the good old fielder's choice on an error. And now 1 out as Cotto replaces Morris, and now Nate Paulson to the plate. 3 errors already for the Redbirds. Could have been number 4 right there in the first pitch. Outside corner for a strike. Paulson has a walk, has a run. There's a few hit batters in there as well, and the 0-1 pitch skied in the air to short. Cole underneath of it, and he'll make the catch. 2 away here in the 8th. And Ty Garza coming into the plate. A walk, a hit, a run scored. In his 4th at-bat of the game. As Cotto remains at first. And the pitch, high and inside, it's 1-0. More, no strikes. Hang down him. Looks to be warming in the Cantaloupes pen, looking to close it out. Owes out the victory as Garza fouls it off. Next broadcast right here on the Edenton Steamers YouTube page will be Friday night. A rematch of Sunday's matchup, the River Bandits, and the 1-1 pitch to Garza high and inside. Jacob Smedley, glad you can join along. The first Cantaloupes game of the season. 1 of 4 this year. Would have been 5, but the rain out last Wednesday night against Outer Banks. That game is now July 9th as the 2-1 skied in the air, and that'll get out of play after the All-Star break. And the Chowan County Cantaloupes, the alter ego for the Clams. Started last season in partnership with the Albemarle Area Boys and Girls Club. Silent auction at the end of the year for all of the jerseys. Off and running goes Cottle on the 2-2, and another foul ball out of play from Garza. We'll do it again. Some other great promotions, inclusions so far. The baseball club fundraiser on the 17th this weekend. Special themed jerseys have the Steamers and the Aces as Garza grounds one to third. Backing up is Gifford, and he throws out Cottle at second. And that'll do it for the 8th. We go to the 9th. Cantaloupes looking to close out the Redbirds. They lead it 8-2. Every year, the Steamers are proud to have the opportunity to raise money for the Jim Catfish Hunter ALS Foundation. On Saturday, July 15th, the Steamers will wear special themed jerseys that will be auctioned off during the game. Proceeds will go towards the fight to strike out ALS. Catfish Hunter is an MLB Hall of Fame pitcher that lived just a short distance from historic Hicks Field and was even a host family for the Steamers organization in its inaugural year. Unfortunately, he lost his battle with ALS over 20 years ago. The Steamers will continue to carry on his legacy and do their part to strike out ALS. We thank you for your support of this great cause. Is working with your propane provider a hassle? Then it's time to switch to Faro Gas. For easy and reliable service, Faro Gas offers quick delivery options, nationwide propane supply, online account tools, and a friendly team of professionals, all here to make your life simpler. Get started today with a price quote at ferrogas.com. That's FERRELLGAS.com.
Hi, my name is Ben Balsis, and you're watching Edenton Steamers Baseball on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel.
Welcome back. Ben Balsis dominant tonight in 7 innings of work. He only allowed 2 runs. 2 Redbirds runs. Only other Steamers pitcher other than Chandler Padgett to go 7 innings. The first one at home this season. And a new pitcher on the mound for the Cantaloupes, right-hander Hank Downham, looking to close out the game in his second appearance of the season. A scoreless inning the other night against High Point Air Force. Been over a week since Downham last pitched, and he has a 6-run lead to work with. The Edenton, North Carolina native struck out a pair in his first outing of the season. And he will face 2, 3, 4, Cunningham, Gifford, and Martin. So scoring summary for tonight's game. Top of the first, the Redbirds took the early 1-0 lead as the first pitch to Cunningham's outside. Bases loaded hit from Xavier Martin. Ben Balsis on the ropes, so after that really settled in. Cantaloupes got him 3 in the third as Downham delivers a 1-0 strike. Fastball, breaking ball from Downham. Back-to-back seasons with the Aces with at least 60 Ks. 3 in the third, run in the fourth, and then 4 in the 7th. And a 1-1 in their first strike. Home run by Overitis in the third, his first of the season. Pass balls, RBI ground outs, only 4 hits for the Cantaloupes tonight. And the 1-2, low, it's 2-2. Downham set to attend Pitt Community College in the fall. Set to join fellow Cantaloupe Chris Morris. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And fastball low, and the count runs full to Cunningham. Aiden Cunningham set to attend Maryland Eastern Shore in the fall, joining Cantaloupe Luke Myers, Chesapeake, Virginia. High school, 12 games played his senior year, 237 average, 45 plate appearances. Pitched 6 appearances. And the 3-2 swing and a miss. He struck him out on the high fastball. Downham strikes out Cunningham, and 2 outs away from the first Cantaloupes victory of the season, and will move the overall record up to 6-2. And the pitch, swing and a miss. 7-2, excuse me, on the record. Gifford swinging through that fastball. No balls, one strike, and the pitch just missed. To Colin Gifford. Virginia Wesleyan College, the sophomore, added 235 at-bats in the spring. Best game of the season versus Roanoke. 2 for 3 in that game. Takes the pitch low. He has a hit tonight, one of the 7 for the visiting Redbirds. As mentioned, we'll travel to Outer Banks tomorrow. And the 2-1 grounded to short and through underneath the glove of Garza into left field. Tough play for both Garza and Cottle converging on it. And now 1-out single here in the 9th for Gifford. And now Xavier Martin as one of the 2 RBIs on the night. RBI single in the 1st, and then the solo home run by Sean Cherry in the 7th for the Redbirds. And the first pitch to him is a fastball high. It's 1-0. One ball, no strikes. 1 out, top of the 9th. And the pitch, high. It's 2-0. Cantaloupes looking to secure the 7th win of the season. And 5th in PCL play. The 2-0 is on the inside corner for a strike. First of 4 matchups between the teams this season, all right here at historic Hicks Field. And the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a line drive to right field. Santana drifting back. He looks up and that ball is gone. A 2-run home run by Xavier Martin in the 9th. And the Redbirds cut the Cantaloupes lead in half. It's now 8-4. Martin now has 3 RBIs. A 1-out, 2-run home run. And now Joshua Markley stepping in with 1 out and the bases clear. A fastball right down Broadway, and the 3rd home run by either side is a bomb to right. And the first pitch to Markley is in there for ball. It's 1-0. And the 1-0 pitch, low and away. It's now 2-0. Ben Bausis went the first 7 innings. He gave up only 2 runs on 2 hits. 2 walks. 5 hits. Doda, well, 1-2-3-8. And the 2-0 is high. Already 2 runs across against Downham. 6 hits given up by Bausis. And the 3-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. A big cut from Markley. What could have been ball 4. It's now 3-1. 3-1. To the from the local kid, Hank Downham. Looking to close out the win. And the 3-1. Swing and a miss on another high fastball, and the count is now full to Markley. The freshman from Dickinson College. Looking to keep the game going for the Redbirds here in the 9th. The 3-2 pitch. In there for called strike 3 at the knees. Strikeout for Downham, and now there's 2 away. Big strikeout. And now Sean Cherry, whose home run in the 7th, made it at the time, 4-2 ball game. against Ben Bausis in the second run he gave up. And now he's the last chance for the visiting Redbirds. And the first pitch to him is grounded foul. Jerry, Emory and Henry College, sophomore outfielder. Went 3 for 5 in the spring against Pikesville. 2 runs, double, a stolen base. He had 6 multi-hit games. And the 0-1. Outside, it's 1-1. No one warming in the Cantaloupes bullpen. Downham's in there to finish it. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch. In there on the outside corner. And Downham is 1 strike away from putting away the Redbirds. 1 ball, 2 strikes. DeCherry. Downham set, and he delivers outside, and it's 2-2. Cantaloupes started the season 0-1 last year with a loss to these very Redbirds. Looking to turn the tides this year. They lead 8-4 here in the 9th. 2-2 pitch from Downham, and the pitch, swing and a miss. He struck him out, and the ball game is over. The Chowan County Cantaloupes secure their first W of the season and the 7th total for the Steamers and Cantaloupes this season. They win it by a final score of 8-4 over the visiting Norfolk Redbirds. Combination of excellent starting pitching from Ben Bausis, clutch hitting around the diamond with runners in scoring position. And the bullpen holding it down as Downham gets the final 3 outs amidst the homer. The Cantaloupes will turn in their orange and green and go back to the teal and black tomorrow night on the road against the Tarboro River Bandits. The next broadcast here on the Edenton Steamers YouTube page, the Steamers will play host to the River Bandits in a home-and-home on Friday night. First pitch is scheduled for 7 o'clock. The Chowan County Cantaloupes take down the Redbirds here at historic Hicks Field. Thank you for watching to another presentation of Steamers and Cantaloupes baseball on the Edenton Steamers YouTube page. I'm Jacob Smedley saying thank you for watching.